almost very close.
Be careful of the foot. You can hear Draculino giving him excellent advice right now to watch his left foot for a foot lock.
Well, if you look at his past performances, at least on the day, you could stack money in the fact that he's going to sit back for an ankle lock.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he doesn't sit back for it, but he rolls belly down.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining. If he's going to make something happen, it's going to have to be now. Although I say that, but the score is 0-0 across the board.
Yeah. Now, if he gets that other hand free, that's when Homolo needs to get those feet back underneath.
Now he's got to watch that cross.
Yeah.
Or he'd go DQ'd for a heel hook. They've been very suspect in DQing people last year. The Cobrinha fight.
Yeah.
Against Mendez.
Yeah.
When Cobrinha was losing that
Yeah,
fight.
he was in the Pan Ams.
And he won because of a DQ.
Yep. Here we go. Possible toe hold. Okay, now we've got a straight foot lock that may come on.
Does that look on enough?
It looks like it's fairly tight. He's belly down, but Homolo's doing a good job of keeping that grip hold in.
Oh, that looks frighteningly close. No, Homolo's saying no, thank you for the pedicure. Make sure to trim the big nail because the big nail has fungus on it because I'm taking home a gold.
Yeah, he's brushing that off.
Tarsus is straining for this. Talk to me about this. That's 0-0 across the board.
Yeah, that could easily be an advantage too. We'll have to see how the referee awards that.
Do you give it to Homolo because it won for the almost sweep?
If it's 0-0, I think you got to give it to Homolo. He had an almost sweep and an almost finish. Tarsus had an almost finish. So I think Homolo was more active.
Skyward. It could go either way, guys.
Consulting, the referees, consulting.
A three-way chat. They got a decision. Either way, two huge studs here.
Yeah.
Homolo takes the gold for the medium heavy, and he's going to give Tarsus a ride around the ring. Those are buddies. That's excellent sportsmanship in this. Oh.
Yeah, it is. Both guys are wicked. Had wicked performances this weekend. Congratulations to Homolo. The great show of sportsmanship.
Now, look at that. We see the Gracie Baja song.
Draculino, his coach.
Excellent camaraderie and sportsmanship at the top tier of jiu-jitsu competition.
Here with Homolo Bahal, 2009 men's world champion. Tell me, how did that feel for you?
I feel good, like my final it's against Tassis. He's a very tough fighter, It's like a pretty close fight, but when the fight draw, they have to choose some guy. He can choose him, he can choose me. Today he chose me, but it was a very great fight, I would like to say thanks to all my friends, all the guys from my lines, Hey, congratulations for Tassis. He did a awesome tournament.
Well, you guys had a wonderful match. We really enjoyed watching you and definitely look forward to seeing you coming up in the Open.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Looks like he's just gonna power out of this. Is he caught?
That is fully locked on.
Oh, that could be now. That was nasty. I can't believe it. A big man just fell.
Now he's on his back looking for the choke or an arm lock.
He's got a. That was it. That was it. Quick and efficient. Looking for the arm. That was so fast. Rotate to the back. The arm is extended. It's all over. Wow. Oh, on a tear. Look at that single sweep. The leg. Out of bounds.
Takedown.
He's pulling it back in. Looking for that. He's not going to take no for an answer.
He's got his two.
Oh, arm goes up by the ref.
He's got that choke sunken in.
That looks beyond deep.
Cross choke 101.
Now he's got that leg isolated. Leg work to the side. Almost close pass. Close pass. Okay, guys, in the heavyweight division, we've got Braulio Estima, who is a black belt under Zaradiola, who was originally a blue belt when Braulio started. And he is taking on Sandre de Souza. Talk to me about this matchup.
Well, we know that De Souza was the second place last year. He made it to the finals, same spot last year. He fell to Zangi Ibero. Braulio was also second, but on a weight class below, coming off of a knee problem. He had surgery on his knee. Recovery was a little slow. He lost to Galvon in the finals last year. Now he's moved up back to his weight class that he feels good about, and he's tore through everyone. He submitted everybody on his way here. These guys have fought before. Braulio's won before. He's looking unbeatable this tournament. He's going on that foot, although he needs to free that left hand or make a grip on the collar with his right to put real danger on that foot.
Well, both guys want guard. And a Gracie Baja guy, guard's not the place you want to be in against one of these guys.
Actually, at this level, I don't think the guard's a place you want to be in with anybody at this level.
I agree with that.
And he's taking that ankle here?
Now he's starting to look like he's got the collar. He's going to work up his hand a little bit higher on that collar. And then there's going to be some pressure. He could put some pressure on that foot. Just being real patient with his grip.
Chandre De Souza, the former 2008 European champion. He's a black belt under Kroll and Gracie. Braulio Estima, 2-time world champion. This guy, his list of accomplishments is longer than my arm. But Braulio actually recently lost in the Abu Dhabi to open division to Tarsus Humphreys.
But he beat Marcelo Garcia via
he-
triangle
that's
before
right.
he was taken out.
He came off of a great win against Marcelo Garcia.
I
Finished
gotta
it with
say,
the triangle.
triangle Marcelo Garcia. You are singing lyrics.
Yeah.
Like
That-
Zeppelin lyrics, like Whole Lot of Love Zeppelin lyrics.
And those are studly lyrics. I mean,
Oh,
you
come
can't
on.
get much more better than that.
Every inch of my love, what are you talking about? Now that leg is tied up with a pretty tight under and pocket grip.
Yeah, he's got a good grip on his arm here. There, he broke it off. Strategic battle so far. Braulio's still going on that foot. Now he's got a little, that's some pressure. Now he's
Going belly down. That looks in decent position.
It's a little loose on the foot. You see the foot raveling around in there. He'd like to be a little higher on his foot.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to get there. Now that's getting some pressure. That looks pretty tight.
Where we at here? Both knees on the floor. That looks very tight.
Yeah. De Souza's doing a good job of pulling Braulio's knee back into the center. He's got to pull that left knee back into the center, and he's doing a great job with his right leg.
And he's going to try to get that knee off the floor?
Yeah, see, De Souza's right leg is in good defensive position, pushing that leg out. He needs to get that there. At least it gave him a good enough defense to let Braulio abandon the foot, go to the top.
Well, now we're 2-1 on advantages. So we have a leader.
Oh, now they gave him 2 points, actually, for that.
Oh!
I think those 2 points I'm not sure where they quite came from. Both guys sat into half guard, jockeying for position.
I'm a little unclear on that as well. They sort of magically appeared.
Yeah. I like the 2 advantages to 1 better.
I mean, I love points as much as the next guy, but I don't like to see David Copperfield at the score table. Or David Blade. Oh. You know, one thing I've noticed from these World Championships is a lot of strategic grip fighting. You know, it's almost like all the competitors have reverse engineered jiu-jitsu to get past the grip fighting, to get a dominant grip before you could even get a game started. And everybody's shutting the grips down.
Yeah, it is real impressive to see how much jockeying for grips these guys are doing. Look at that. Braulio's looking for that grip on the leg, and De Souza just shuts him down before he gets it. Well, the word
Leg work. Is he
grappling.
looking for a pass here?
Oh, he
Is he still on that?
He's got the leg dragged by. He's got a threat of passing this guard right now. He's got a very real threat of passing that guard. He's got the leg drag to the side. He's over the knee. Oh, great recovery by D'Souza. Now he finds himself in a closed guard.
Closed guard. Look at those 3 cuties by the scoring monitor.
Yikes. Braulio's taking his time. He's setting up the chest grip. He's going to go with the pass where he's going to dominate the sleeve and the chest. Look to stand up with that same side.
And he immediately
Opened his guard, yeah.
He immediately opened up his guard. Talk to me about that. Why would you automatically choose open guard over closed guard if your opponent doesn't force you to open your guard?
Yeah, he must have felt that Braulio's posture was too good. Maybe felt that if he gave Braulio the opportunity to stand up and open the guard, he would have put him too far ahead. He's got a good grip with his right arm around the collar there, around that arm.
With that lapel wrapped around the arm and the closed guard, I thought he would start attacking an arm.
Yeah, the grip certainly implied that. Now he's jockeying to get that left knee free. He's got to push Braulio's shoulder away and get that left knee. Braulio has to do just the opposite. He's got a low pass position.
He's backstepping around, but it looks like he's still on that arm.
Now he's got a potential threat on that arm. Keeps that right foot on that hip or tucks it to the inside. He may roll through with a straight arm lock.
A little loose, but... Well, we're right at 2.5 minutes left, and we're 2-0, all tied on advantages.
Braulio is doing a great job of shutting D'Souza down. We find ourselves in the three-quarter guard. Good right foot placement from D'Souza. He's just got to use that.
And again, excellent guard retention. We've gone through these matches. We've seen 1, maybe 2 guard passes the entire time. Double underhooks, now an opportunity for a padlock.
Yeah, it's been incredible. It really shows you the level of the guard, of what the guard has become. It's the whole tournament, I think, 2 or 3 guard passes, but all have been in the same match.
Yeah.
So.
Good inside control with a knee through the middle. It's going to be very difficult for him to work anything unless he...
Yeah, Braulio's in good, safe position.
Now, do you abandon this position from here?
D'Souza needs to, I think he needs to circle those legs to the inside. Then he can shoot triangles, go after different things. With Braulio's double underhooks, he can stall here, he can stay in good position and slow the match down.
We got a ref blocking the scorecard, but it is 2-0, all tied on advantages. And we're under 2 minutes.
Yeah, D'Souza's got to push the pace now.
He's still looking for that arm grip, that lapel tie.
Sometimes I think it's a little easy when you get a good defensive guard. His good guard has excellent defense from this position. Sometimes you get a little lazy. You start laying on your back because you don't feel threatened. But he needs to commit to something. 1 minute left.
Yeah, something's got to happen here.
Braulio's doing a great job of keeping the knee through the middle. He's going to try to pass to his right, but doesn't have the grips.
Now, had a closed guard again, and he gave it right back up.
To the open guard again. D'Souza will do himself some justice to get that right foot to the hip and extend Braulio. 30 seconds left.
Now's the time to make something happen.
Yeah, he's got to push. And Braulio's nearly around.
Oh, he's around. He's going to take his back. He's going to at least get a pass out of this. Oh, wow. Excellent leg work.
Again, great guard retention, but it's not enough to bring 2 points back.
No, it's not. And time is winding down. It's all over. It's all over.
Braulio is the world champ, 2-0.
2009 Mundial's champion at heavyweight, Braulio Estima. I could say nobody saw it coming, but I think a lot of people saw it coming.
I think
with a name like that, that's the hitter in the category.
I think
he is excited.
Yeah, I think what the people didn't see coming were the submissions right before he put it on them.
Yeah.
They saw
Super stud in Braulio Estima and a lot of breakdancing. Put some cardboard down because he's going to break.
He takes the gold back to England.
Excellent performance. Excellent performance. Now coming up right after this, we got his teammate.
Congratulations, Braulio. How's it feel to be the heavyweight 2009 world champ?
It's the first time I'm fighting under this weight. I feel great, you know. Unfortunately, Shandy wasn't in this division, but wasn't missing good fights. So I'm glad that I did. I submit most of my fight, apart from the final. So I'm happy, man.
Yeah, we saw a wonderful display throughout the whole competition of your technique. Beautiful triangles, always going for the submission. Did you just feel on him that he's just such a tough guy, you just want to give him a little bit more respect and make sure that you wrap up that world title?
The situation is my 5th time that I fought him, so we know each other. He knows my game, so I didn't want to expose myself too much, you know. And I would like to give this victory for my baby. That is a month old now, Julian. That's for you, baby. That's for you. That's daddy start working out. And I would like to as well to send a part of this medal for Tusa, you know, on an eventual situation with training, just in the same week of the competition. He got injured, so that's why he didn't go for a full performance. So this, for sure, I would like to give this title, part of this title for him. And I'd like to say thanks for everyone to the Gracie Barra. Thank you, guys. Woo!
Congratulations,
Thank
brother.
you. Thank you.
Oh, cross choke on form.
And he's got it.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Off Bragonetto. Setting
There's
up
an
the arm.
arm. Oh, now, talk to me about that. Why didn't we get a DQ from that? It's a bicep slicer combination, I know, but
Yeah, I don't know about
you kind of use that to release the
Yeah.
arm. Nice pass.
Great
with
pass.
The extension.
Settle in.
Heavyweight from the mount. This is it.
Oh,
you don't get
God.
out of this guy's mount. This is
No.
the worst place to be in jiu-jitsu.
And again, Hodger.
Right into
Balls.
the mount. Oh.
Bummer for that guy.
It's arm locker cross choke, and I'm going with a 90% probability of a cross choke.
Yes, it's cross choke again.
Oh. A neck squeeze, tap, it's all over with. Well, this needs absolutely no introduction. We're talking about the super heavy, Roger Gracie from Gracie Barra and Ricardo Dimanche Gonzalez from Novenhão.
Well, we've got obviously, whoa, look at that. It's possible, almost a sweep. He got it. Swept Hodger, but this is, oftentimes Hodger finds himself down. Most of his matches, he'll find himself down by 2 or 4 and just calmly work himself back.
And he's got a 100% submission-focused game. That's why this guy right here, albeit the biggest guy in the competition, or certainly one of the biggest guys, which normally it's the small guys that give you the activity, this guy has a 100% submission rate in this tournament. And I love watching this. Why? Because it's the fundamentals. It's the first lesson that you learn in jiu-jitsu, that he's winning gold medals in the world championships using.
Yeah, it's unreal that he mounts everyone and just puts the cross stroke on everybody. It just goes to show you that those moves work at the highest levels.
Yeah, this guy truly articulates fundamentals, fundamentals, fundamentals. His sole objective, if he gets the takedown, is to pass the guard, mount, and then submit. And if he gets taken down, is to procure the closed guard and submit. I love this game, and nobody is better at it than Roger Gracie.
Yeah, he's securing an outside scorpion. He's got good wrist control on his left side, on his right side, excuse me. Looking for an underhook on his left to start moving a little bit away from the half guard.
Always, as is Hodger, he's got one hand deep in the collar.
Yep, he's doing himself a great service by controlling that wrist on his right side. It's not allowing Ricardo to get after his head and move up. Gonzalez is kind of new on the scene here in the U.S., but don't let that fool you. I mean, he mowed over people. He mowed over Braga Neto on his way here. Braga Neto just coming off of a win in the Pan Ams this year, so he is no slouch. He's got some wins over Galvão. This guy's for real.
He is definitely for real, as is anybody that makes it this far in this tournament. Or for the most part, anybody that signs up for this tournament is for real. But I will go on a limb here, and I will say cross choke from the mount, although Hodger is on the bottom, in bottom half guard.
Yeah, if I'm a betting man, that's a safe bet. Looking to get a half butterfly guard here. Still controlling that wrist real well.
Oh, this could be ugly.
He's going to get an advantage for that. Even though he didn't pass, he's on the back, which is...
Well, I got to tell you, we're almost down to 7 minutes remaining, and it's 2-0, and it's not Hodger Gracie on the top, with 2 advantages to nothing. Hodger Gracie is down.
Yeah, and again, you'll see him in this position quite a few of his matches. He's just so calm, and he doesn't panic. He waits for his opportunity, and he's going to end up on top.
Well, if you got a submission-based game, your main priority is certainly not points, and I love that about this guy. Love that about this guy.
Now we've got a potential
for
clock
cross
choke. That looks pretty tight. He's still got some pressure on that choke, but now he's out.
He's out, and that's not the place that you want to be.
No, now he's on the bottom.
But I got to hand it to a guy making an attack.
Yeah, great move to attack.
Leg is over for the mount. This could not last. Woo! We're counting down the seconds. This is going to end in tears.
Yeah, this is big problems for Ricardo.
Demench made it a long way in this tournament, but I cannot see someone escaping Hodger Gracie's mount.
He's got the Ezekiel, I think, all wrapped up. He's going on the Ezekiel. He's squeezing. It looks in.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. That's tight.
Ricardo's got to pull that elbow down.
That's got to be right for the tap. Hodger Gracie.
4 minutes.
Hodger Gracie.
4 minutes into the final, mounted, and this time an Ezekiel.
And this is his 5th gold medal in the World Championships of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hodger Gracie. Hodger Gracie, a now 5-time gold medalist in this tournament. I got to tell you, we have never seen such a dominant champion to go his way through the bracket, submitting each and every one of your opponents.
Yeah.
From virtually the exact same position and submission.
Yeah, I agree with that. The same position on everybody with the same outcome.
You know, if it's bulletproof, you only need one.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. Congratulations, Hodger Gracie.
Guys, I'm here with Hodger Gracie, who has more of these gold medals than I can count myself. And I've got one question for you. You seem to win with the fundamental elements of jiu-jitsu, with a basic guard pass, a basic mount, and a basic cross choke. But in your game, it seems to be impenetrable, something that no one can defend. Talk to me about that, and talk to me about why you've stayed with just the fundamentals and why you have such a high success rate with it.
It's, in my mind, I always want to control my opponent as much as I can. And I'm pretty big and heavy, so I use my weight as an advantage for me. So I lean on them and try to, make them keep pushing me all the time. And more as I keep getting tighter and tighter till I'm able to reach the mount. And again, I always working to stabilize the mount first. Once they can't take me out, then you take your time and go for the choke. Most of the times they go for others. Sometimes they give you the arm. But the arm lock is not as, it's not as tight as the choke.
Right.
Sometimes it happens that they escape, sometimes not. So the choke, even if they don't tap, you still in the mount,
Well, I got to tell you, it's fundamental. It's not flashy. It's slow. It's methodical, but it works with you. I've never seen you be swept from the mount, and I love those fundamental elements of jiu-jitsu. I love seeing somebody submit somebody at the highest level of competition with the lesson that they show you on day one in your first jiu-jitsu class. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Locking in a nasty triangle there.
Oh, that's got to be it.
He was prepared to tap long before he actually did.
He's going after the lumberjack here. A half lumberjack. He's not
50 jack to the out the back door.
Oh, could he take the back off that?
He's fishing for that omoplata.
It looks like it's in.
Nice and limber. Did he sink in the triangle? He did. Can he make this finish? I can't tell if the arm is in. This could be a finish. Reverse.
Triangle's coming. Vela blowing by the legs.
That is a heavy guy. You don't want him on top smashing your legs. Once he has hip control, it's ugly. Beautiful takedown.
Great single leg.
Okay, guys. In the ultra heavyweight division, we've got Rodrigo Cavaca representing Team Checkmat, and we've got Gabriel Vela from Team Alliance, and they are certainly on a tear today.
Yeah, that's no joke. And I know Gabriel Vela, and I've trained with him at Hensel's, and he is a monster. He's lots of pressure. It's always pressure, pressure, pressure. He's heavier now than when I had the fortunate.
The unfortunate opportunity of training with.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, Gabriel's little brother, Thiago Vela, I trained with him for a number of years at Hickson's. And, yeah, he's got an incredibly powerful, strong, fundamental squashing game. I can only imagine what Thiago would feel like with an extra 100 pounds, which is what puts you at Gabriel.
Well, he's right where he wants to be right now. He's got that knee slicing over. Just taking this time, keeping that bottom leg under control.
And that much weight on a knee slicer, I think I'd tap from that alone.
Cavaca beat one of the favorites, Marcio Carletta, who had a great Pan Ams this year. Came back from 3 years, I believe it was 3 years off, maybe longer, might have been 6 years off to win the Pan Ams, and Cavaca beat him to make it to the finals today.
And I got to tell you, this definitely goes a long way back, these two. Cavaca's got a lot of problems with Vela, but he does hold one win over Vela, albeit after Vela choked him unconscious and was DQ'd for holding the choke too long, if you can believe that. So should we get the opportunity to see a submission here, let's hope they're gentlemen about this, but keep your eyes open.
Whoops.
Gabriel Vela, who last year he took third. So secret's out that he's coming back with a vengeance. He's even been training with oxygen deprivation to increase his cardio and everything. So he means business.
Yeah, it's in the earlier rounds he didn't look like he got tired at all. He pressed the action, and so that training seemed to have worked. Here we go on an omoplata, but Vela powers out.
It's a lot of power.
Yeah, looks like he's going for a leg sweep pass. He bullies the legs to the side. Can he keep it?
Oh, this could be it.
Cavaca's turning to his side. Vela steps over, trying to seal those knees to the floor.
That's a lot of weight on the hips.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's getting his knee out, though.
Cavaca needs to free his right knee. He's getting it free. He's going to turn and perhaps try to get to his guard. Vela scores an advantage with that.
Now we're up 2-0 advantages. 7 minutes remaining. Now he's got the position. Why is he not breaking him down?
Yeah, he seems to be there. He seems to be comfortable with just hanging out there.
Very good hip movement for a guy that size.
Yeah, he's incredibly agile.
Woo!
Cavaca's got a good left knee position. It's a little bit higher. Vela needs to push that knee down on his right side.
And again, nice guard retention.
Excellent leg work. Could bring that right foot through into the hip. He might be able to start shooting some omoplatas and triangles.
Well, he's got to do something here.
Yeah, we've seen it. This has kind of been the theme of this year's Worlds, all these strategic matches. We've seen how Vela's up 2 advantages. That's all he needs.
That's all you need to take home a gold at this level of competition. You don't see big numbers on the scorecard.
Got 3/4 guard.
Deep pocket grips on both arms. Now, why are we seeing it so difficult to get around this type of open guard with the pocket grips and the shin across the middle?
Yeah, this is a 3/4 guard with that butterfly, or spider guard hook on his left side, and that Kavaka's right leg is giving Vela a hard time. But to get by there, he's gonna need to free his right arm. Vela's got to circle that right arm away from that grip, or almost a nice sweep. Or Kavaka could stay in that guard the whole time. He's a free.
Looks a little De La Riva on that opposite side.
Yeah, he is going after that foot. This is
now again. When does this become a heel hook?
Yeah, we've seen this a lot this year. This move has been real popular this year. Turning that knee, even though it's not a traditional heel hook, it is really twisting that joint up pretty good.
Do you think there needs to be some clarification on the rules for this? Because you're relying on your partner to turn out of it to prevent a heel hook. So,
yeah,
is that legal or illegal?
Yeah, I think that there definitely could be some clarifications.
We could get if he can extricate his leg, we could get a back take here.
Yep, or an omoplata. He could hit either one here. If he frees that right leg, he could go omoplata, or potentially take his back. And he's gonna go.
There we go.
Beautiful try, right back to De La Riva guard.
A lot of action for big guys like this. I love to see this.
Yeah, they're moving well. Kavaka's got great guard work.
He does.
Back to the 3/4 guard. Got a nice high left knee.
Man, that's a lot of weight to move off you when you're on the bottom here.
It is, and again with this 3/4 guard, it's such a efficient defensive guard that sometimes guys on the bottom get a little lazy. I know I do. I get a little lazy because it's such an efficient guard that you kind of don't feel threatened by the pass, but yet the time's ticking away.
Well, somebody needs to scream at him from the corner because he's down on points, and we're inside of 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. He's got to make something happen here.
Yeah, he needs to commit to get onto the top. Again, he's got that left knee in good position. He needs to keep Gabriel from grabbing his hip there on his left side. He does a great job. His guard work is looking great.
And a big shout out to Rickson Gracie, who's right there behind the coral banner, watching these guys go at it at the top tier of competition.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know what's going through his mind right now?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's all fundamentals. I'm sure it's all fundamental. I can guarantee you it's no flying chachi plata. I can guarantee you that. It's no flying taco twister. It's something you've seen a million times that's completely efficient.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was
nice attempt on that sweep.
And it looked like he might have been on the neck for a second.
And then Vela counters with his own double leg.
We're going to move it back to the center. A little conversation with the refs.
Not even attempting a slide on these guys.
And anytime you get into the ultra heavy, there's usually a bit of a disparity in the weight. And I don't think it's debatable which side tips the scales. But this is a very, very even match, even taking the weight into consideration.
Yeah.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Gabriel Vela, 2 advantages to 0.
Good starting position for Gabriel Vela. Kavaka's got to free that right knee. He needs to push Gabriel's head and free his right knee, which I think he'll do. Yeah.
And lost a good opportunity for a leg weave pass. I can't believe we almost saw that Chachi Plata. He attempted.
Kavaka showing a great